Hey Pisces, welcome to your love reading for whenever you are led to this message. I hope you guys are doing great. We're going to do two spreads today. The first is going to be for my super single Pisces, those of you who are not thinking about or entertaining anyone at all. Those messages might be for you. And then the second spread is going to be for my not so singles Pisces collective. If you are thinking about casually dating, entangled situationship with someone else, there might be something in there for you. But let's jump right into our super singles reading and check and see what energies are surrounding my Pisces right now. And what we have first out for you is Made with Love, a gift from the heart, sentimental, and offering your contribution. Try new things, being there, and support. Let's pull another card and see what comes out. And we have Full Moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. And for your last card, we have the Gentleman. Pisces, you are coming out this reading swinging. All right, my singles. There is something coming towards you pretty quickly, pretty exciting. Seems like it's going to be a nice, well-established person. And we're not looking at gender. The gentleman could easily be the gentlewoman. Take it how it resonates. But there is someone who is coming in that seems like they are pretty well aligned with what it is that you are looking for in another person. I do think, though, Pisces, that this is going to come as the direct result of you stepping outside of your comfort zone. So if you're currently in a place and understanding that there's a lot of restrictions in place and things are a little bit challenging nowadays to move about the country and the world, this is you just sort of doing something different, right? So let's say that you go to the grocery store every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. This might be something like you going to a different grocery store at 8 o'clock, right? This is you sort of trying something new. And I think that in your trying something new in your life, it's going to create the opportunity for these fireworks to come in. And I wish that I'm like feeling very jittery, but like in a good way, like something very exciting is just around the corner. So I think that you diverging from your sort of everyday routine, Pisces, is going to lead you to this. So let's dig in and see, what the hell? And see where you currently are on your relationship journey. And I hope that you all just saw the way that those flew out. That was ridiculous. So what we have for you right now, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Empress in reverse, and we also have the Chariot. So I feel like you are at the point right now, Pisces, where you are ready. Right? You are ready to move forward when it comes to romance. You are ready to explore and see what's out there. You have a lot to offer. You are grounded. You are stable. You are good. But right now, you're not sort of nurturing anything. There's not been anything new for you on the horizon that you can see. So while you're in a good place mentally, emotionally, and all of that to get into a relationship, it hasn't presented itself right now. There's nothing and no one that you've been putting any amount of energy into. So your biggest challenge right now, we have the Seven of Pentacles or the Seven of Earth in this deck. So this is planting those seeds, right? And being patient and waiting for them to take root, for them to grow, for them to sort of break above the surface. So your biggest challenge right now, I think, Pisces, is a little bit of patience and figuring out where to plant those seeds, right? Finding a good spot that you can nurture them, finding that right person that you can grow with. That hasn't happened just yet. So what is it that you need to accept or embrace on your relationship journey? What is it that my Pisces singles need to accept or embrace? We have the Messenger of Fire in reverse. This is the Knight of Wands in traditional tarot. Let's take a peek. And we also have the Four of Fire in reverse. So, or the Four of Wands in reverse in traditional tarot. So it's interesting that what you need to embrace right now, as counterintuitive as it sounds, is that you need to sort of embrace a lack of stability. That, you know, even though what's a good way of saying this? I think, Pisces, that maybe in the past, or maybe your current mindset is kind of, you know, looking for that ever after, that sort of slow burn, I guess. I don't know that that's what's coming towards you. It feels as though what's coming towards you is a bit more of a whirlwind than what you've been accustomed to in the past. Where before it might have been a situation where it's like, well, you know, we meet each other and we talk on the phone and we text a little bit and we go out a couple of times a month, and then it increases to 4 times a month. Like, it feels like it may have been that very slow progression. I feel like what's coming in for you, though, Pisces, is something that's a little bit more fiery, a little bit more exciting. And yeah. So we have, for what it is that you might think about releasing, we have the Five of Fire, the Five of Wands, and we also have Temptation. And so these cards together, it's actually kind of funny, Pisces, because I'm not saying that this is what you should do, but the message that I just got in my head is let your freak flag fly. So it feels as though there's been a sort of resistance to whirlwind, right? That there is something that you find maybe a little bit unsettling or concerning with, you know, someone who comes in with a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. And Spirit is saying, you know what? Give it a try, because you never know what might happen here. Because it does seem as though this person is coming in like they're a gentleman, they're established and they're good, they're stable, but they've got this energy that's like, whoa, that's a whole lot. That's a lot. And I don't think it's what you're accustomed to, Pisces, but it's something that Spirit is like, child, you might need to give this a chance. Try a little something new. Try a little something new. Because again, I think this is coming from you switching up your routine a little bit and just taking the chance, right? Pisces, I can't even tell you how excited I feel for you right now. Like I'm very jittery, but looking at your best path forward, Magician, this is Spirit saying you got everything you need. You have all of the tools that you need to make sure that you protect yourself. Give this a chance. This is transformative energy, right? The Magician can make anything happen. They can make themselves into whatever. They can create situations that benefit them. So this is Spirit saying, embrace all of you. Embrace all of this. Like, this is good. This is different. This is magical for you. This is absolutely magical. So your potential future outcome. Look at this, Pisces, the Nine of Water, the Nine of Cups. This is happiness. This is wish fulfillment. This is what happens after you step outside of your comfort zone. This is when you switch things up and try something new. You get this excitement, you get this passion wrapped up in a very, very nice little bundle. So, I mean, you can be resistant if you want to, but yeah, there are good things happening. So we have 3 cards that flipped out for you real quick. We have the Choice, we have Drop into Your Heart, and we have Woman of Light. So again, all of these cards combined, it's about you making the decision to step outside of your box, to try something different, to explore, to experience something or someone new. And it's saying be open. Be open. Make the choice to be open to this. And again, Woman of Light, this is a very, very peaceful card. So I don't really want to assign it the meaning of let your freak flag fly, as we discussed a little bit earlier in this reading. However, this is someone who is open, who is joyous, who is willing to experience new. So I feel like Spirit is saying tap into all of that, because this happiness is waiting when it comes to a relationship. There is someone good and something very good that will come as soon as you open yourself up. So Pisces singles, I'm going to leave it there for you. And we're going to jump over to our not so single Pisces and see what's happening in their world. Hey, my not so single Pisces collective, we are going to jump right into your reading and pull some oracle cards, see what energies are surrounding your romantic life right now. And the first card that we have out is Island Time. In your own time, take your time. Active, have a relaxed attitude, be more lighthearted, and meditate. Let's pull another card, see what other energies are surrounding this love reading for my not so single Pisces collective. What's happening for my Pisces? Okay. And what we have for you is mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. And let's pull one last card. Okay, or maybe two. We have the stork, and we also have the snake. Okay, wow. Pisces collective, what is happening for you now? There seems to be a little bit of sense of caution when it comes to you, that you are quite guarded, it seems, right now in whatever relationship this is with the person that you're dealing with. And I almost feel like this is something that's fairly new, that you're still pretty much getting to know this person. I don't know that this is a committed relationship just yet, but it feels as though you're at the point where you are at a little bit of a crossroads in trying to decide what the future of this interaction looks like. So there's an element of flexibility, like you're not too far down the road to bail out. Not that anybody ever is, but it doesn't feel like there are any obligations or commitments that have been made right now. What I do see, though, coming in, which is a little bit concerning, is that there's an element of deception that's surrounding this. And it feels as though you're going to come into some sort of awareness about whatever this is, whoever this person is, whatever's going on, that there is going to be some sort of message or awakening or something tangible that gives you confirmation that somebody is not exactly what they seem. And I feel like it's going to put you in a place where, because nothing's set in stone, that you might have to make a decision on what this interaction looks like going forward. So let's start off by seeing what the energy is between you and this person. What's going on with Pisces and their person? We have the Page of Water in reverse. This is a Page of Cups in reverse. So it feels as though there's not a very strong connection between you two right now. It doesn't feel like there's been this sort of deep feeling of, this flipped over, that there's this deep feeling of like being in love or loving someone or this is my person. I don't get that sense. It feels very, very casual, right? But I also feel as though there's something that's triggering a little bit for you, where you're starting to look at you all's interaction differently than you did previously. It feels like a very concerning energy it's almost like I got my eyebrow raised, like, what the fuck is going on here? So let's take a peek at the energy that you're bringing to this relationship. What energy is my Pisces bringing? Okay. All right. Ooh. We have the 4 of air in reverse, and we also have the 10 of air. Pisces, there is something that is not sitting right in your spirit with this person. There seems to be a whole lot of stress associated with this, and it feels like you're starting to wake up. Whereas you may have sort of brushed things under the rug before, that you may have been overly forgiving or overly gracious in your dealings with this person. It feels as though you're starting to go through an awakening as to how toxic this has been for you. That you are seeing a whole lot of disrespectful behavior, and you're starting to recognize it for what it actually is. Now, your person's energy, what are they bringing to the table? They have the Star. Let me clarify that. Okay. We have the Chariot, and they also have the 5 of Fire. So it feels like for this person, they sort of always have one foot out of the door. That they are always looking for the latest and greatest, the next best thing. They're always thinking that the grass is greener. And, you know, it doesn't feel as though they take ownership of that. Like, this doesn't feel like a person that needs to be in a committed relationship. This feels like somebody who needs to just be single and just sort of explore the world, because the way that they're moving is hurtful. It's almost like they could be breadcrumbing, telling you one thing, doing something completely different, not being respectful of your time, your energy, your feelings, any of that. And it feels as though if they're called to the carpet on it, then they're very defensive about it, right? There's an element of sort of gaslighting too, where it's like, nah, you crazy, that didn't happen, you're overreacting, you're thinking way too hard about this, etc., etc., etc. It feels like a very immature energy. Someone who's just, they're not ready to settle down. They're just not. So what we have for the potential in this relationship, we have the Ace of Fire, or the Ace of Wands in traditional tarot. And we also have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So what I'm feeling for you, Pisces, that if you want nothing more than for this situation to be sort of friends with benefits or purely be physical, then that's fine. That's okay. If you don't have any expectations of this person being committed, being monogamous, or anything like that, that you all just are super casual and just keep it strictly physical, things might work out just fine for you. However, it doesn't appear as though this is going to have a strong emotional connection. It doesn't feel like this person is bringing their feels to the table. They might be bringing some other body parts, but their emotions, no. Their heart, no. So it all depends on what you're looking for, but I do think that you're waking up to the fact that this person is not necessarily compatible with you. That they're a little bit too loosey-goosey out in these here streets, if you know what I mean. So let's take a peek at lessons. That's quite a few cards that came out. We have the 8 of Air, or the 8 of Swords, and we also have the 4 of Cups. So I feel like the one big takeaway for you, Pisces, is that this, you should consider this carefully. You should consider this carefully. And if you arrive at the conclusion that this interaction with this person is not aligned with what it is that you want out of a relationship, then you should go ahead and let them go. This is saying thank you, but no thank you. I'm good. This is not my ministry. This is not my zhuzh. Because it feels like this person is not looking for commitment, that they're only looking for something physical. Again, if this is something that I don't think that they've been upfront with you about that. So if this is something that you're looking for as well, strictly physical, fine, go with it. But I feel like this is not what you're looking for. I feel like there's an element of hurt and frustration because they weren't upfront with you, that they weren't necessarily looking for a relationship or a commitment or anything like that. So I feel like Spirit is saying, weigh this out. Like give it careful consideration on whether or not you want to continue to invest any amount of time or energy in this person, especially if what you all are looking for is not aligned, if it's not in sync. And so what we have for what's currently hidden, what you might not know right now, we have the 8 of Fire or the 8 of Wands in reverse. Now upright, these are Cupid's arrows that are coming. This is messages coming in. This is good communication. There's not that happening right now. This is not a situation where Cupid's arrows are going to strike and everybody sort of falls in love. It feels like you all are just on 2 different pages as far as what you're looking for right now. So try and keep that in mind as you think about what to do about this person going forward. So pulling one final oracle card, we have gifts received. And so I feel like in this particular situation, Pisces, that the gift that you're receiving is clarity. That you are going to start coming into this awareness. You're going to start receiving these messages that will force you to think about whether or not you want to move forward with this person in a way that they're comfortable with. Because I don't necessarily think that you're comfortable with what they're looking for. And so I think that this gift is going to be of clarity with this stork, this messenger, this delivery that's coming to you. So make sure that you pay attention to the messages that are coming in. It's going to be for your highest good. This is going to be a gift from the universe, even if it sucks a little bit. This clarity is what you're going to need to be able to make the best decision for you when it comes to this person. But I feel like you're going to end up walking away. So Pisces, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this is helpful and I hope that it resonates. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. But in the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.